While sipping our teas, we're having a ball. Friends for so many years, we've seen it all. Through the thick and thin, through the highs and lows. Come laugh with us on the Besties Show.
Hi, Besties Bunch.
I'm Shauna.
I'm Linda. I forgot what I wanted to say. That's what I wanted to say. Hey, Besties Bunch, and I said it. Here we are. Another podcast, new one. Today is April 28th, 2026.
Woo.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
We were here singing Christmas songs yesterday.
Seems like it.
I can't. I can't with how fast it's going.
Changing that calendar again.
I can't. But anyway. So what's, we took a 1 week hiatus. What went down for you for that week we were gone? Anything good?
No.
Bad? Indifferent?
Same old, same old. We had a couple of fires out back. We like to do the fires.
Yes. That's nice.
And we have the fire table too, so Michaela does s'mores. I don't like s'mores.
I never had a s'more in my life. When my Bonnie found that out, she said, "How is that possible?"
Yeah.
You know what?
You're not missing anything.
I'm not a marshmallow person. If there was a way to make it like a peanut butter deal, I could.
You can. You can make it however you want to.
I would prefer to use peanut butter cups. Instead of, because I'm not a big Hershey person either.
I'm not a big, I don't know, everything's too sweet for me. Even when
you're not a candy
roasted
girl.
a marshmallow, I can't even finish a marshmallow. Now, I like that charred taste, I don't know what it is. But then I have to throw the rest of my marshmallow away. It's too sweet. It's too sweet.
Yeah, well, I saw they have marshmallows now with chocolate inside them. And I bought them. This time. They were pretty good, but I haven't seen them for a while.
They have caramel ones. They have chocolate ones.
My thing is, I like a marshmallow toasted. I can do like one, but it like you like the char. You know, either Sean and I are identical in what we want.
You like the char too,
or we're completely opposite. It's bizarre. No, I like mine light brown. As soon as it's light brown, get it off.
I like mine blackened.
Just so it's barely melting. But it's not my thing. I'd rather have a freaking hot dog on a stick than a marshmallow. You know,
Me too.
Of course.
That's what I said. Like, put a piece of chicken on there or something. I don't want no.
Or a burger. Stick a burger on that stick.
You can.
Forget that freaking marshmallow crap. But anyway, if I would prefer if I had it like a Rolo with the caramel, because I love caramel too.
Yeah. So many different ways.
There are.
I was never a s'more person.
I just never had one because I love graham crackers, but like I said, not big on marshmallow, not big on plain old Hershey bars. No. Give me something like a Snickers or something. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Put some nuts or nougat or something in there. I don't want no ding dong, just plain.
And I don't like caramel.
Or a ding dong.
It's ding dong on a stick. No, that would just melt.
But I do love caramel. I'm a caramel. Yeah. My Bobby and I are caramel. You know, my Bonnie's more peanut butter.
My mom and
Brianna's nothing. Brianna's plain. Yeah.
I'm plain.
She takes I
like it with walnuts or almonds or.
Yes.
But then nobody else can have.
Peanut, yeah, we both have peanut allergies in our nut allergies in our family. Yeah. So anyway, so that was your week off.
Yes,
Brianna and I had some business we had to take care of in Tennessee. Well, Brianna did, and I, of course, was not about to let her go by herself. Well, while we were in Tennessee, you know what we had to do. My baby's an Elvis girl, always has been since about 9. So we went to Graceland. So anybody that follows me on Facebook will see, I put up quite a few pictures of Graceland.
I'm glad you went.
It was incredible. The mansion was unbelievably beautiful, but inside it was literally like a time capsule because they don't change anything.
No, they're not going to change.
The kitchen, everything, the decor. I never saw so many mirrors. God love Elvis. That man must have just... I don't know. I know some of it was for security, so he could always see reflections. He was very paranoid, especially towards the end. But I think some of it was probably just because he wanted to look at his beautiful face. But that being said, Lisa Marie Presley had the same exact swing set I did. She was born in 68. We were born in 69. You remember the swing sets back then. They were red, white, and blue. Very simple. Exactly. Same as mine.
Like the seesaw. I see the picture.
And the little was it like a carriage? The little 2 seats?
Yeah.
Anyway, so that almost made me cry just seeing that. Saw a gunshot in the slide because Elvis and his Memphis Mafia would sit on the back porch, which was facing Lisa's swing set. Now, obviously, they didn't do that when she was around. But there was a big target, and somebody probably Elvis put a hole through put a ding in the slide. But anyway, It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was incredible to be there, to feel that. There is an energy there. People say there is an energy in Graceland. And it's not a negative thing. It's a very positive, peaceful thing. And I think the home was just blessed. I do. Elvis couldn't have attained the heights that he did without being blessed, in my opinion. Nowadays it's a different story. They go the other direction to get that height. But Elvis didn't do that. So it was wonderful, and Brianna was touched. I watched her be moved to tears when she got in, because she has been a fan for a very, very long time. So this was definitely a dream come true. We held off partly because I was afraid of the trip.
Right.
I was afraid to go that far with just my child. That's just how I am. I'm very adventurous. Like, if it were me and Shauna, we could drive to California. We could fly to Mexico. We could fly.
I'll drive anywhere. I don't care, as long as it's going away.
But if it's just my child, I was nervous, because I'm the only adult, even though Brianna's 24. She's an adult.
Yeah.
And she's such an adult. She drove the whole way down. She drove the whole way to Kentucky. We stayed. We got up the next morning, finished the trip, because it's a 12-hour drive from where we're at.
Yeah.
She drove to Tennessee. I drove in Kentucky for that night, just a little area, and I drove in Tennessee while we were there, in Graceland. But anyway, so we put it off. A lot of it was just, I wanted it to be where Brianna would absolutely remember it. I didn't want to take her at 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
I remember things from 10, 11, 12, but not as vividly as she can at 24.
Yeah, I think she would enjoy it more too.
She appreciated it. And it was incredible, and we got to hold a necklace. That was one of Elvis's favorite pendants. It was surreal. They made us wear gloves.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And
I was wondering, I didn't know if that was you, because you.
Yeah, no, it was them. They gave us all fresh, anybody who got to do that. And then we got to be on the planes, which was really, really cool. Because when you're in Graceland, everything's obviously roped off. You don't get to just stroll around. And they don't like you to touch a lot. Of course, I was. Anytime nobody's looking, here's me. Touch, 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 up on
your It's like a museum.
Oh, yeah. But when the planes, and they also, but long story short, we didn't get a chance to tour the planes the same day we toured home. So we went back the next morning to do the planes and explained to them that the tour took so long, we missed out on the planes. They were so kind and accommodating. Everybody there was phenomenal. I got more hugs from more precious, sweet women than I could even shake a stick at. But when we told them, they said, go now. There was nobody there. We basically had a private, I wouldn't even say it's a tour, because the tour guy said to us, you go do what you want. So Brianna and I we spent so much time on the plane, and got a lot of pictures, and it was really neat, like standing up there, looking down at that view, remembering. I could see Elvis when he got off the plane. I remember seeing pictures of him. So it was very fun. I'm not going to beat a whole 30 minutes for, I set that for 45 minutes. Yeah, I did. I set that for 35 minutes. So we're going to take off.
Oh, it's wonderful. How is that?
We're going to take off 20. Yeah, I really did it, didn't I? I'm not going to spend the whole time talking about Graceland. It was beautiful. It was wonderful.
I'm glad you went.
If you're friends with me on Facebook, because my pictures are set to friend. Most of my stuff's public, but these are set for friends. Go look at my pictures if you'd like. It was a wonderful trip. If you get a chance, whether you're a huge Elvis fan or not, it's a really amazing thing to do. Because everything down there is just beautiful and well kept. And we had the whole place to ourselves. We had the whole epicenter where it says "Welcome to Grace." We had that whole place to ourselves too. I never seen anything like it.
And I was wondering, because I'm thinking, when I seen the pictures, I'm thinking, did they take a change of clothes and change there? Because they're, and I didn't know that you had went back. Because I'm thinking they must have changed their clothes. There was an outfit change. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they had to change their clothes. They must have brought extra change of clothes.
Yeah, well,
and
we did,
thinking,
but
why?
yeah, well. I was so hot after that. 4 hours of solid walking, other than
it was nice weather, though.
It was incredible weather.
It was incredible up here too. It was crazy.
We were supposed to go to the tour and, like I said, see everything, but there just wasn't time. So it just worked out that, and it was just a perfect time to be there, and everything was. It was a very blessed trip. God had His hand over us the whole trip. There were so many happenstances and circumstances and little. What do you call it? The coincidences and that were just let us know that was where we were supposed to be, when we were supposed to be there. Little birdie at the end came and kind of said goodbye to Brianna. So that was it was a cool thing, but it was wonderful. It was fun. If you get a chance to go to Graceland, I highly recommend it. Everyone down there is wonderful, beautiful, excellent tourist attraction. Good place to go. So anyway, that was our Graceland news. What else? You know, it made me think being down there, honestly. And I've been thinking about this before, and I was going to ask you about it. Celebrities and faking deaths, because there's a huge part of me that doesn't think Elvis died that day. Mm-hmm. There's a huge part of me. Too many happens to the fact that his headstone is spelled wrong. That kind of speaks volumes to me. I mean, it's Elvis. Don't you think you'd want to kind of get that right?
Remember when we were younger and they said that he was seen at Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King. Wouldn't surprise me. The man loved burgers. But I mean, if he were alive, he would be 91, and that's quite doable. But I don't know if he would still be alive now, especially after losing Lisa. That if he were alive, that probably would have killed him. But being at his grave site. Being at Lisa's was very overwhelming for me because she's our age.
Yeah, she is.
She lost her boy, and that's what killed her. That's what killed her. She died of a broken heart.
Yeah, she did.
And I had a lot of respect for Lisa. I think she was wonderful and sweet and very down to earth. Nothing like what she could have been.
She was married to Michael Jackson.
And she was married to Michael Jackson and Nicolas Cage.
That's right. Oh my God.
And then the other one was Danny Keough. And I don't know if there was another one in there too.
Yeah, there was Danny Keough that she has the twins.
Is that when she got the twins? Because I thought Benjamin and... Wait a minute. Benjamin and what's the girl's name? Riley Keough were hers. But I think the twins are to another man. I think she was married 4 times.
I don't even know.
But anyway.
I remember Keough, the last one.
Yeah, and he was kind of cute. But anyway, it made me think about the celebrity death thing. Like, for example, you brought up Michael Jackson. Who else was I thinking about? Prince. I was thinking about Princess Diana. You know what I mean? Princess Diana, Elvis.
Yeah.
I mean, and it would be wonderful to find out that they were all alive somewhere. That would be awesome. And living a wonderful life, because I think they were all really good people. But I would understand it after being in Elvis's house. Seeing the bars on every window, but he had to do all that because, like I told Sean earlier, when he found out Priscilla was going to have Lisa, he was very concerned because I guess in the 70s it was a big thing to kidnap famous people's kids. I don't know. So he got scared, and that was when he put in a lot of the mirrors so that he could look out his room and see down to the front step and stuff, because you're not allowed upstairs in Graceland. You're not allowed upstairs. Nobody is. Not even Trump. Trump was there a couple weeks ago. He's not allowed upstairs either. So what's that tell you? But, and maybe Elvis is up there. Maybe that's why. But, and I kept thinking that. I'm thinking, I was standing at the bottom steps thinking, are you up there looking at me? Because, you know, I'm single now. But, and that was one of the stories that the tour guide said. She said that, there, you know, the woman would come to the gates and stand there, and if Elvis would see a pretty one, he'd invite her up for what the tour guide referred to as a private tour. She said, you'd be surprised how many women left their husbands and children at that gate and went up to that house.
Wow.
I said, yeah, I probably would have done that too. But that's just me. So what do you think? Do you think it's a possibility that any of these people do this? Because like I said, seeing Elvis's home and how he had to build his own compound because he couldn't do anything.
I think of it as a possibility.
And Michael Jackson did it too. He couldn't leave, so he wanted to have his own everything.
I think Michael Jackson and Elvis is dead.
You do think they're dead now?
I think they've been dead. They were not seen at no damn ass Burger King.
No, I don't believe that.
I just don't believe, because he wasn't, you know, he had a drug habit. He just didn't look good at the end.
No, he did not.
He just didn't look good, and that's why I think he's not around. So
you don't think he faked it and died later? You think he died then?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I have a different take on it because, like I said, his tombstone is spelled wrong.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, why would you do that? Why would you fix that? But, and then Prince, of course, he was in bad shape. I know he was.
He was? See, I didn't think he was in bad shape.
Well, I guess he had, you know, he used to wear all the heels, and jump off of, you know, 6-foot tall speakers. I guess he screwed up both his hips. Had to have hip replacements.
Tiny.
Very tiny. Oh, yeah, that squished him like a bug.
Yeah,
but I guess he had hip replacements, and so he got addicted to the painkillers, just like they do.
All of them do. And that's where it starts for a lot.
That's where it starts.
That's awful.
It is awful. It is awful. It is awful. But I just, like I said, it makes me wonder, you know, how many of them did it because they couldn't have a life anymore?
They could.
Just couldn't have a life.
With the money they have, they could.
Absolutely. And that's what makes me wonder, because I'm telling you, the house gave off, wasn't a bad vibe. It was almost like a sad vibe. Like, I don't know. Did you hear me gurgle?
Gurgle.
Just gurgle. Yeah, that's nice to know. The whole world gets to hear me gurgle. But yeah, so that's where I'm at. It was, but it was a wonderful trip, and I'm really glad.
I just love going anywhere.
She does. This one here got wanderlust. She will take a trip to.
I'm like your Bonnie. I've seen it, and I've been seeing. Hi, Bonnie. Been seeing her post with Dad cooking. Oh, that's right.
Oh, my Bonnie can cook.
That cooking and all that, and all doing all that stuff.
Oh, my Bonnie can cook. She makes the best wedding soup I ever had in my life. I never had
Oreo cheesecake, and I'm not a big Oreo person.
Well, Dave made that.
I know he did.
Oh yeah, he's a baker. He's a cooker cake. He's a baker.
A baker.
What is it?
A chef?
A cooker.
Baker?
What do you say? A cooker, baker, candlestick maker? Is that it?
No, it's a
not a baker. Something candlestick maker.
maker.
Well, Dave he's very multi-talented, and he is a very, very,
He likes to bake.
I never get to eat nothing because he never makes nothing when I'm around. Hello, Dave. But
that looks really good, but I'm not. But all her stuff, everything you post,
everything
Bonnie,
ever
looks
post.
so good.
Yeah, my baby can cook. She's
I
a
like to see
wonderful
that.
cook.
Yes, I do.
Yes, she's a wonderful cook. She takes very good care of her family. She's a wonderful cook, and she really works hard for them. So yeah, but you are like, my Bonnie's like, our children and our, like, you know, I'm like Shauna's mother, my daughter's like, her takes after, it's so bizarre. We really are soul sisters. And, but yeah, so wanderlust. My Bonnie loves to travel.
I would too, every chance. I would do it every week.
She's a traveling girl.
I could.
And this one is too. Me?
Anywhere.
I'm happy sitting at home. I loved being away.
I like to be at home.
I loved being down there because the restaurants in the hotel.
Oh, that's what I love when you go away.
Oh my God.
The restaurants and
oh my God. The guest house at Graceland. Sometimes it's called a hotel. Sometimes it's guest house. But the guest house at Graceland is phenomenal. It's, you know, it's phenomenal. And the restaurants were unbelievable. And so that part's fun. And you know, not having to do dishes and all that stuff.
Right.
But I still like getting up and having it's challenging for me. So, but it was wonderful and enjoyable. But I love to be away. I don't like to get there.
I know I do.
You don't mind the driving. Like, if I had to drive any further than what we did, which was 6 to 7 hours, oh my God, I was done.
Of course, I'm usually the passenger, but I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'll drive some, but then my husband says I want to end up there. I don't know where we'll end up, so I'll take
well,
over.
That's what I was going to say. And Brianna, God bless her, she drove the entire way. She navigated herself. Yes. She had the, you know, and I'd say, do you want me to hold
What did we do before GPS?
Honest
little
to
maps.
God.
I remember.
I don't know.
AAA going to Florida when we were younger all the time. My mom always had that AAA where they would map it. Yeah. They would highlight the whole, and then I remember turning the big page, and
wow.
That's what you did.
Well, people used their brains back then.
Yeah.
People don't use their brains anymore.
Yeah, because she used to say, my dad, she said she had to stay up the whole time. Because every time my dad seen a Florida, anything with just says Florida on, is that what I take? Because I take that.
Is that what I take?
She said I had to stay up.
That's how I was.
Because every time that you see Florida doesn't mean that's the road we take.
That's not the right, yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right exit. And that's how I am. That's why Brianna was like...
But now it's easier with the you know, GPSs and stuff.
I'm laughing because Brianna drives the entire way to Kentucky. Mm-hmm. And when she's tired, you know, your leg hurts when you're pushing all that way. Your back hurts. She said, will you drive when we go? Because we wanted to be close to a Cracker Barrel. We wanted to find a good Walmart so we could get 6 packs of water to take to the next hotel.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. Well, oh my God, the hotel we stayed at was here. Walmart was across a busy, not crazy busy, but it had a red light over here. Cracker Barrel was here.
Oh my God, perfect.
I pull into Cracker Barrel when we eat the first night. I get back in the car. I said, how do I get out of this parking lot? I couldn't figure out how to get out of the parking lot. She said, I just drove the whole way from Pennsylvania to Kentucky. You can't figure out how to get outside of the parking lot? It was terrible. I am so horrible. I used to joke and say I can get lost in my own town, the town I grew up in. It's no lie. It's bad. It's very, my sense of direction is pitiful.
Yeah, don't tell me east and west. Tell me right or left or whatever. Not the east and west stuff, but you know.
Right or left, or, you know, 2 blocks down this way. Don't pull that. But Thank God for a GPS because
yes. I don't know how we did it.
I don't know either. I really
but
don't.
we did it. I remember going to different places and printing and getting online and printing out the papers and stapling them together and reading it off.
Yeah, well, the MapQuest.
Yes.
MapQuest. Yep.
And then, but then you'd have to, okay, is this the way to go? I mean, it was crazy.
You almost couldn't do it alone. How are you going to do it alone? Nowadays, Brianna didn't need me. I think I held the GPS up because we had a rental car, so we didn't have the little clippy things. Mine, we couldn't get out, and hers is attached to her mirror, and she actually put the little, what do you call it, zip ties. She put zip ties on it because she's got chains and all kinds of stuff hanging from her car. So we just stuck it in the drink holder down front.
Yeah.
Well, every now and then she'd say, could you just hold that up for me so I don't have to, you know, I can just, and that was it. But she didn't need me to, really. But my thing is, if you're by yourself and you got what are you doing, pulling over every hour?
No, just when it comes to a light, a stop sign, and hope, you know. Just,
nightmare.
And trying to memorize it. Okay, hold on.
Nightmare.
This one says go this far down and make a left or make a right.
I'm telling you, it was a nightmare. And I'm so bad at it that we would have never got there. If that's why I wasn't taking Brianna when she was too young. I wanted her to be a grown adult with her mind fully formed and ready to go so she could say, Mom, that ain't right. Because she's just innately, she's just really good at that. She just looked at that GPS and me, I'd be like, is that the right exit? Is that it? Is that it? Because the thing, it was just nightmare. So she did it. It would be a nightmare. It was wonderful. She did a great job. I was so proud of her, but scared. You know, I hate. We got to the 6 lanes, going both ways. That was it. Because I didn't know. I'm thinking, oh, we're going down south. It's going to be. It's terrible because I'm not a traveler. I'm not a traveler.
Especially on those highways.
And every single 10 minutes. Oh, the GPS was incredible. Road work ahead, lane change ahead, police presence notice ahead, which was kind of cool. Yeah. I didn't know it did that.
Yes,
I didn't know it was allowed to do that.
It does do it.
It's allowed to tell you where the cops are at, which I thought was a little bit, whatever. I didn't say nothing.
Ours does it. It'll say speed trap. And then it'll have a button that says, is it still there or not?
Brianna said something about that, but she wasn't going to put, because she was driving and she was scared to death to have me touch it.
Like it says, is it head? If I see him, I'm like, yep, he's still there.
I would have screwed it up. I mean, I had to work the serious.
I like that, but I did too when the first time. I'm like, what?
I know.
You don't even have to remember a long time when you bought the little radar detectors.
And CBs.
My God.
You'd get on the CB and ask where the Smokies were. Remember? Oh my God. Remember we had CBs.
Yeah.
Sean and I both had CBs years ago when we used to go out.
Are we fucking cavewomen? Jesus, man. I'm telling you, we must be.
Well, she lived in West Smithfield. I lived in Adamsburg, which is what, about 30 miles? I'm so bad.
No, it ain't that far.
Are you sure?
No. Because from here to Pittsburgh's only 17.
Oh God, I suck. See, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's like, okay, yeah, she
I don't know,
suck.
12?
Okay, well, it seemed like it was a good ways.
Yeah.
And she would leave her house and I would leave my house. And when we got about 6-7 minutes into the drive, then we could pick each other up. And, we'd talk on the CBs. And we thought we were so cool because there were no cell phones back then.
No, hell
I mean, I think the only person that had a cell phone might have been Elvis. He had a phone on his plane.
And there was no beepers or nothing.
No.
I mean, who cares? If there was a beeper, you'd have to go and find a payphone.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, we'd get on the CB to find the Smokies back then.
Smokies.
The Smokies.
Yeah, we're cave woman, all right.
Oh my, we're
Smokies. We're gonna find your Smokies.
She goes to Toothless in Seattle again. Who had a CB?
Yeah.
Like, who didn't? I was thrilled to death to have one. I thought I was the coolest thing since sliced bread to have me a CB. Like, in my car. Like, wow, I can be talking to people in my car while I'm driving. Oh, my God. Yes, we are cave women. We're cave women.
Oh, my God.
We're bad. But yeah, Elvis did. He had a TV on it, and he had a TV on his plane and a phone. Can you explain how that's going to work? Back in the 70s, everything was hooked up and you had antennas on the roof. How in the world would he have a phone?
They figured it out.
And they said that he was up on all the latest technology because, of course, he had so much money. You should have seen the microwave in that kitchen. OMG. It was like the size of a stove.
Yeah.
And I think it was like...
I
think it was $400 or $500 then, she said, which would have been like a fortune in the 70s.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at this phone thinking, how did he talk on this ding-dang phone when he's up in the... I don't get it. Because there was no Wi-Fi that we know of. Maybe the rich did know about it.
Maybe the airwaves from the radio station. I don't know, because there was radio.
Yeah,
I don't know.
True.
I'm sure they figured it out.
And the TV, that one was a puzzler to me because we did not have cable back then.
No.
I guess we had satellites. He did the Aloha from Hawaii with satellites, but maybe he bounced off a satellite.
Maybe that too.
You gotta have money for that.
Oh, he had
You
money.
gotta have some money for that. Oh yeah, he had the money. It was it was. The last thing I'll say about Elvis, on his plane, the sink was 24 karat gold.
Yeah, I believe. Like why? No.
The
But well, you can. That's why.
You should have seen the gold in his house.
Yeah,
like
because you can.
It was unbelievable. He was definitely a gold lover.
See, for me, it'd have to be white gold. I'd have to have a white gold
You
sink.
would. You are a white gold
White
girl,
gold.
and I'm the yellow gold more.
I'm the white gold.
That's right. See what I mean? We're so much alike, but
Because I like silver. Well, I like silver.
You do like the white metal,
But I like white gold or silver.
You do like.
If
the white
I wear
metals.
anything, you can tell I wear so much jewelry because I just don't.
I
I haven't. I just don't.
I know.
I've been so long without it that
I know.
I just.
It's easy.
No wedding ring. See, we got tattoos on our fingers with our names.
Oh, that's your ring.
So, I mean,
That's
we
it.
just have it. I'll save it for, whatever.
And
like
me-
my ear, everything.
I mean, today I'm wearing yellow. I prefer yellow gold over white. Most of the time I wear white because my cross, one of my favorite crosses is big. Two of them, they're both tanzanite, and they're white. They're both set in sterling. So then I wear sterling rings or white gold or whatever. But look what I bought down there. Look at that.
TCB.
Can everybody see that? TCB. Taking care of business. That's for Elvis. So
Yeah, I didn't even know. I'm like, what is it?
Yeah, I said, Charles, I looked at that. She said, what's that mean?
I know. I didn't know. Like, I didn't know.
Well, here's what I did. In the gift shop, they were selling keychains. This was a keychain. Because they were also selling sterling necklaces, and then they would be plated in gold.
Yeah.
They were like 45. It's in Graceland. They were $45, $50. This was like 10. And I thought it was so pretty, and it has the official little doodad on it. And it's definitely like, it doesn't look phony baloney fakey. I thought it was pretty, so I said, I'm gonna buy that and make that into my necklace. And it had a little Graceland hanging from it, just the word Graceland written real pretty. And I think it's Priscilla's writing, because her writing's very, very pretty and flowery and delicate. I took that off, and I put that on my keychain.
I was saying, well, take it off.
Well, because it's tiny, and I didn't want it hanging from my neck. But I put it on my keychain. It's on here somewhere. It's teeny tiny. Baby Graceland.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it's teeny tiny baby Graceland. See that? Yeah, we killed it. We did it. We hit the, we're almost up here, folks.
Yeah.
We will have to talk about some other stuff next time.
Yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you. Please subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell. Like, comment, share this video with anybody you think might enjoy what we're doing. Follow us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. 1 week and I already lost it. I have to read it again. And everybody stay safe. We will see you all in a week next Tuesday. Thanks so much for tuning in. We love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yep.
Besties, blooper reel. Take one.
New podcast.
New podcast later today. So what can we say about that? So, I'm
New
Shauna.
podcast later today?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm Shauna.
what's there to explain?
I'm slow. You have to spell it out for me. So what? You're Shauna first. Okay.
Oh, that's who I am.
Don't.
Hi, I'm Shauna.
Hi, I'm Linda.
We're the besties.
Hey, come enjoy our new podcast. Oh, shit. Yeah. Sorry about that. Damn it. Try again. Please subscribe. And then you say something afterwards, something cute. What? Go ahead, say it. What? Hi, we're the besties. You're supposed to say that with me. Okay, wait. Hi, we're the besties. Oh. Please subscribe to our shit blooper reel.